I just hate your face sometimes.
Nah, you love me.
Well,
Here's
Here's the thing. Let's break it right down. Something happens in a woman's body after the age of 25. A clock is ticking, Govinda. Women start to expect certain things at a more advanced age, let's say. I think this is
you're beating around the bush. People are beating around the bush too much. You're talking about women pressuring you to have children,
or at least settle down.
Okay.
Yes,
yeah.
you are correct.
Well, settling down, having kids. I don't know. That seems to be the one.
I feel unless the woman in this instance doesn't want children.
In my said friend's instance, she had a child.
Interesting. See, that's even more intimidating to me.
Separated though, so she didn't see him all the time.
That'd be cool. Like you stay over and then wake up and eat Cocoa Pops with the kid and watch cartoons in the morning. Doesn't that sound amazing?
Is it more? What if the kid was like 5 years younger than you?
Oh, that'd still be chill.
And he was kind of a dick about it.
Yeah, he really fucking hated you because he knew what you were doing. He's old enough to understand.
Fuck you, Jack. Stop banging my mom.
I'd be alright about it.
You would be the worst.
I'd somehow organise it so he had to see it.
Oh,
so he had to walk in one day.
Okay, we're getting sidetracked here, but by a large margin.
We were talking about facial hair.
We're talking about facial hair, okay? I personally don't think it matters. If you like your facial hair, you will find someone who likes you and your facial hair. And if someone doesn't like it, that's fine. Like, it doesn't matter.
If you wear it well and you're confident in it,
keep it clean.
Yeah, women pick up on that. They if you are comfortable and accept your own facial hair, I think, like you say, you'll attract someone that appreciates.
If someone shut you down just because you had facial hair, I'd call them a shallow bitch.
Oh,
and
strong words.
Move on. Like, I think there's a lot more to a person than just the hair on their face or lack thereof.
I feel like these are really good, heartfelt answers, but I was really just looking for like a 70% ratio. Like 70% do not like it, 30%.
Oh, do you want like definitive numbers?
So
you want the hard facts.
Whichever one has the highest percentage, I will probably just do that.
Here's something we haven't considered. I've, in my experience, oral sex is more pleasurable for a woman with somewhat of a stubble.
But kissing is not.
Yeah, so that's a pro and a con right there.
Yeah.
Obviously,
because I don't know if you've ever had pash rash, but it is.
I have not made out with a bearded man.
Well, no, I've had pash rash just from macking for too long, too hard with a chick.
I don't know that I have.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, it speeds the process up considerably for your partner.
Yeah, that's fair. How do you feel about this, Jack?
I'm sorry, I kind of just zoned out.
It was your question.
Please sum it up and re-ask. Thank you.
Govinda, are you trying to find some hard facts?
Yeah, I am. Just keep talking. Stop looking at me. Pretend I'm not doing anything. I'm the host of this show. You will do what I say when I say it.
Ever.
Oh, this is interesting. This goes against everything I knew.
Yeah. See.
In collaboration with Tinder, Gillette conducted a study determining whether... Oh, this is skewed. No, I'm not listening to this.
This is terrible.
Gillette conducted a study.
Well, Gillette...
What was the results?
The result was that more women find men attractive without beards. But I can't call this an unbiased test because it's a company that sells
Tinder loves beards.
Shavers.
Yeah.
Tinder loves beards.
Tinder will be another topic, Jack. We'll get onto that.
Tinder users, college-aged male Tinder users. Whoa! Sorry, I'm blowing this.
I'm gonna
discovered 74% of right swipes were on men sporting no facial hair.
Oh, so that's the answer.
We can do something with that.
But I don't know. I think if you do it right, it should be okay. I don't like this. I don't like reading this.
It's
skewed.
We do need a woman here, I believe.
No, I like this. I like doing this on our own.
Yep,
it's how I fumbled my way through puberty.
Yep,
on my own.
That's right.
That's a great segue actually to my question, but we'll move on.
I think we'll put a pin in this one, Jack.
Let's wait until there's a woman in the room. We'll revisit this.
We'll re-up it, or if you want to tweet at us, maybe join us on Facebook. We can. get to the bottom of this.
Oh, yeah, on Facebook.
I'm sorry,
we don't have a Facebook yet, but hopefully by the time this is up, we do.
Put your answers, write your answers on a piece of paper and put them in the mailbox and send them to our address, which
Don't
Khayl
give
will
out
tell you.
our address.
P.O. box.
Moving on.
Moving on. I'm going to go over to you, Khayl.
You want me to go?
I want you to go.
I wrote this down very exactly, and I'd like to read it in its entirety.
Oh, okay. I'd rather just a little off the cuff.
If I could, Govinda. If I could.
Uh-huh.
So, I've had several relationships in my life.
Oh.
Some successful, others not so much.
Yep.
Something common amongst all of them is they weren't very long. I think the longest I ever dated a girl was for about a year. And I guess what I'd like to ask you gentlemen today is, how do you maintain a long-term relationship, and what does it take?
It's pretty easy. Hey, you just stay with them. Is the answer.
It's the deadpan look in your eye that does it.
I think maybe your problem was that you broke up with them,
or they broke up with me.
Yeah,
exactly. So you
how
don't
do you
let
stop
them.
that is the key.
You
don't cheat on them.
Oh, Khayl, you're a bad man.
Just for posterity, Jack, what was your longest relationship?
8 years.
And you are currently now single?
Yes.
Govinda?
Oh, I thought it was more off that. Currently in a relationship of 2 years, and that is my longest relationship.
All right.
So I feel like I'm the authority on this. So
I think
like
you are.
We've got the three tiers, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
Long term. Probably ended because you weren't going to get married.
Mm.
Well, don't speak for the man.
Yeah. See, I feel like it's pretty easy. Hey, so whatever the problem is, you just talk about it.
Communication.
And
it's
communication.
Some wise words.
Yeah, thank you.
Compromise is important.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, also, you
Give
have
and
to
take.
fight for what you want, though.
All right.
It's a lot easier to live.
Like with fists?
Give me
Yeah, of course.
What would you?
No, just kidding.
Shit.
Just kidding.
What would you fight for in this relationship? Give me what did you have to say?
The decisions, really. What TV show?
Oh, that's huge.
What movie? But you have to obviously compromise.
See,
Yep.
This is interesting. I guess it's case by case, because for me, that is never someone making that decision.
It's a group.
No, it's just one of those things. You're on Netflix, like, what do we watch? And then we sit on Netflix for 30 minutes figuring out what to watch.
That's the classic Netflix trap.
Oh, then we just chill.
Netflix and chill.
Some might say so. Yes.
But back to Jack. We're gonna get to you, Govinda. We're gonna get there.
Mm-hmm.
How do you keep things interesting?
I feel like in regards to sex, is that what your question is? Or...
I want to get there, yeah.
But just in general, just do new things, hey?
Okay.
That's...
Kind of goes for both things,
Yeah.
actually.
Is that like...
Sex is pretty good, all the time.
Is it like, anal?
No. That's not required.
No, okay.
I feel like,
You really have a fixation, Khayl.
No, I don't.
You do.
No.
Not anally, but just you really like to talk about sex, penises. It's a trend, I'm
I think it's
noticing.
interesting.
Okay. But
I like to get to the
how
bottom of
long
this.
can this be interesting for, is my question.
26
10
years
episodes,
and counting.
30 episodes, 50 episodes.
Hey, sorry to interrupt.
No.
Sorry, we're just having a lover's quarrel.
So I feel like, back to the question, it kind of goes in waves. So obviously there's going to be, and I'd say the cycle is about 2 years.
Okay.
So you know how there's a wave form?
Yeah, I'm familiar with those.
Much like the voices that we're using
Sorry,
right now.
just to clarify, what goes in a cycle? What's
just the excitement of everything.
Okay.
So it's a 2-year lull, as you're trying to tell me? So it was 2 years really good, and then 2 years this isn't very good.
2 years is a full life. Wait, no, that doesn't make
full
any sense.
cycle, let's call it. Well,
maybe just every now and then. Let's just say that.
I kind of get what you're saying.
They're highs and lows.
Yeah, it's kind of like, sometimes you're super psyched about each other. Sometimes
you just need some alone time.
How would you deal with that? You lived with your significant. Why can't I say that?
I don't know. It's weird.
It's really quite simple. So what you do is you find a TV show that they really like, but you don't like. You download that for them.
Yep. This is genius.
Put
Diabolical.
Put that on a flash drive and give it to them.
And what do you do?
And that's about an hour per episode for most shows.
What do you look for? You look for long running shows.
Shows that are
10 plus seasons.
Shows that are so girly that it's she won't make you watch them.
She won't expect it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can get away. So it's not like a middle ground one where she'd be like, "Oh, you should watch it as well because it's a middle ground."
Now,
one.
interesting that you say this. I'd think from what you said earlier about communication that should you want some time to yourself, you might just say like, "I'm just going to chill myself" to them.
When I said communication, sorry, I meant to say
subversion.
Yeah, that's the one.
You need to trick them. You need to
It's all
trick
about
the women.
constantly tricking them. It's interesting.
But then you communicate your lies. That's part of it. Yeah.
Voice the lie is what we're saying. Okay, let's hear a little from Govinda. How do you keep things interesting?
I'm feeling really taken aback because I feel like the show's not mine anymore. And
you're not a strong host. You're sort of a pushover.
Oh wow. I'm just gonna go.
And we're back.
It wasn't long enough.
No.
You could have gone longer. I wanted someone to turn this off thinking it was done. Everything Jack said, but also nothing Jack said.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Communication is key. Subversion, not so much.
I'm intrigued by the idea of this subversion, this misdirection, this con.
Yeah, you tried that, and then you cheated on them, and then you broke up, so that didn't work too well.
I may or may not have just made that story up for comedic effect.
Well, if you listen to the episode before, or maybe after this, you'll know that was not made up for comedic effect.
Oh, God.
I don't know, just sometimes you just find a good match, and you're just good.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think I tell people that I see my girlfriend like 3 times a week, and people lose their minds.
Is that too much?
Too little. People are like,
wow.
"What are you talking about?" Even when we first started dating, like she works, I work. Like if I'll work early. Like I've got to get up at 5:30 or something, and I just don't. We might not do something the night before.
Yep.
So generally we had set days because we kind of had similar days off. So like Saturday night, Sunday night, and then maybe another day during the week.
Yep.
But I remember telling people like, yeah, I won't see you till the weekend, and this is on maybe Wednesday, and they just couldn't believe it.
I think
And I think it's partly like just absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Yeah.
You see someone every day constantly, you kind of lose like...
something.
You lose something, you know? There's no mystery. And then there's also like you go to dinner with them, and it's like, oh, what did you do in the last 4 hours that I didn't see you?
Yeah.
As opposed to like you've got a whole week to catch up on. You know?
I found this this too. Like if you're messaging someone throughout the week, like constantly every day, when you finally like hang out on the weekend, you're like, well, I kind of told you everything I did.
This is my number one tip to anyone who dates.
Okay.
Like people seem to go on like a first date and then a second date, and it's going well, so they'll be constantly messaging. Like,
that dies down in my experience.
It does eventually, but I just don't do it in the beginning at all.
Oh, it's too much sometimes.
It's not.
No, I mean like it's too much when you try and keep up. I've had some very texty girls.
Yeah, I don't like it personally.
Jack's had some struggles with this.
Yeah, I totally agree.
I think I've said it to you before, actually.
Yeah, see, great advice. I couldn't agree more with it. Except for the problem is sometimes girls, they're a bit weird, hey? Like sometimes they need that. They need to...
weird.
See, this
is where I start sounding real dark. But as part of the subversion of dating.
I'd like to say that I love women and that I will not be party to this misogynistic bullshit.
You've called me misogynist on like every podcast ever, and that's not the case.
I'm sorry, Jack. Please continue.
Yeah. So basically, what I was saying was that it's a bit weird. So sometimes they need that connection over text before they'll meet with you in real life.
Yep, I feel that.
Oh, before they meet with you, that's fine. Like I'm okay with this. Like Tinder, for instance, you Tinder someone.
We're beating around the bush.
You have to talk to them for a bit before they're going to meet with you, obviously.
Yes.
But if you sort of already know them, or you've met them out, and if the date's set, the original date is set, I'd go fucking black. I go dark. Don't say a word.
Radio silence.
Actually,
and then all you do is like the day of a confirmation.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Like, I'll see you at this time tonight. And that's all you have to do. Because
guess...
otherwise you get to the date and you're like, well, I've already told you what I do. I've already told you, like, what about my family? I've already told, like, what do I fucking talk to you about?
Yeah, that's fantastic advice. I would like to erase, if you can just press delete on everything I've said so far, and put that in.
I've just put I've just put a tone over everything you've said.
Just like a bleep.
Constantly.
You know, like that effect they put on like pedophiles. Yes, I'm really glad you brought that up, Govinda.
No, just like a tone.